Hey everyone, we're back with another video. This time, in the span of the very few videos that I've done, talking about the collections that I have, we're on to the last one. We're on to the very last one. Like I said, I'm not going to go over my game collection. You guys pretty much know what that consists of. If you see anything on my channel, you pretty much know what my game collection consists of. But we're on to the last one. We're going to be going over my anime collection. You'll see some over here. I'm just doing the top shelf, which is over here for this part, and then we'll move on down below. So ignore this stuff. Just ignore it. Don't even worry about it. Concentrate on the stuff over here that I'm going to be showing you. So, my anime collection is in alphabetical order. It's not in a weird order like my Blu-ray collection is. So, let's just go ahead and get started. We're going to be starting with Akira, the Steelbook edition. I believe this was like a 20th or 25th anniversary, maybe even 30th. I don't know how old this movie is. I know it's relatively old. Recently rewatched it. I believe I talked about this in my Other Shiz video, where I was gonna watch it and then give my thoughts on it on the next Other Shiz segment. But, yeah, I mean, I did rewatch it, and I like this movie a lot. God, I like that movie. But goddamn, that dude's forehead scares me. Okay, the next one is A Scientific Railgun Season 1 and A Scientific Railgun Season 2. I like A Certain Scientific Railgun better than Index. I don't know, just some about Railgun to me is better. I do like Index. Parts of it kind of fall off for me, but, I mean, it's good. And this series just recently, I haven't watched Season 2 yet, but it recently just got all the parts released in America, so we got Assassination Classroom, Season 1, Part 1, Season 2, Season 1, Part 2, then Season 2, Part 1, and then Season 2, Part 2. I've seen Season 1, and I mean, it's good, it's funny, it's a good watch, it's a nice, it's a good time. I don't know if I'd highly recommend it, but I'd recommend it. It's a good time. It's just a fun anime, and I have not watched Season 2 yet. I will get to that probably here soon. And I just took some nasal spray for my allergies, so I may be sniffling slightly, and I apologize. This was a re-release. This is Attack on Titan, the complete series. This is a re-release that Funimation did. I believe pretty much when Season 2 was airing or announced with an official release date or whatever. They re-released it because originally Funimation did like a Attack on Titan Season 1 Part 1 and a Part 2 sort of thing, and they soon, not too long after that, they like stopped printing them for some reason. Not that they were, extremely hard to find after that, but for whatever reason they stopped printing them, but they did a full package with all, what is this, 25 episodes? 25, yes, 25 episodes. And I like Attack on Titan. It's good. I think it may be a little overhyped from Season 1, but Season 2, from what I hear, is fucking dope, so I'm gonna watch that here soon. This is one of my current struggles that I am embarking on, and that is my my wanting to get all of the Monogatari series. That is the back. To get all of the Monogatari series. I've seen Season 1, and I'm trying to hold off on watching the rest of it until I get the rest of it, but, I mean, this is an Aniplex release, so they're pretty fucking expensive for what they are. Some of the shorter seasons aren't too bad, but, I'm trying to get all the Monogatari series. So I have the first season here. I have the second season, which is, let's see, that's Bake Monogatari. This is, I can't remember all this shit. Nisei Monogatari. Have not watched that yet. Ugh, trying to pile this shit on the shelf behind me. Then I got, I believe this is Neko Monogatari Black. I've not seen that either. And, like, these are some shorter ones. Like, the first two seasons are, like, 12 to 15 episodes, I believe. And then these ones are, like, 4 to 6 episodes or something like that. And they're a little bit cheaper. I'm going to get back on track with getting the rest of these. And then I believe this is Neko Monogatari White. So I will be getting back on track with that. I even have a list here with everything that I need to, with all the ones that I need to get. Just, Aniplex is fucking expensive. They do a good package, but goddamn, they're expensive. The next up, we got the Berserk movies. The, what is this, the Golden Age arc? Yes, the Golden Age arc 1, Golden Age Arc 2, and then Golden Age Arc 3. I love Berserk. I do even like the new anime. Yes, the CG can be distracting, but they do some things to kind of minimize it or make it blend in a little bit better. But, I mean, it's the content that makes it shine. Like, it is... The new anime is a relatively good adaptation. I have read the manga, so, I mean, I like it. I like Berserk. I like the content. It can look like shit as long as the content is good. At least for me. Alright, next up we got Beyond the Boundary. This is the limited edition box set that Sentai Filmworks did. I love this anime. I really do. It's so funny. I even love the movies. I had to go through other means to watch those, but they're releasing in America here. Like, Sentai Filmworks is doing a dual package with both the movies that I believe is coming out in August, I think. But, oh, I can't wait till those come out, because I love this series. It's just fucking hilarious, and it's good, and it's awesome. Please watch it. Next up, this is imported. Luckily it had subtitles. This is the Black Rock Shooter OVA. I love Black Rock Shooter. It's really good. It's like a really good psychological anime. I highly recommend you guys watch this. It is just fantastic. Do yourself a favor and watch it. And then, aside from the OVA, I have the Black Rock Shooter, the anime series, which I believe is like 8 episodes. Yes, it is. It's 8 episodes, and this is also imported. And it, just luckily enough, had English subtitles, so that was freaking awesome. Next up, I got this when I was really younger. I need to complete the series, but when I got this, I mean, I was too young. I was in middle school at the time, so I didn't have a job, of course, and anything. And as I got older, I never really kept up with it because there was other anime I wanted to get, but eventually I will own all of this. Eventually. That is the Bleach series. I love Bleach. Bleach is, you know, out of the big ones like Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, Fairy Tail, stuff like that, Bleach is my favorite. Bleach has always been my favorite. There's just something about Bleach that just stands out compared to the other ones to me, and I love them. And eventually I will own all the series. I only own, as far as the anime goes, the anime series goes, I only have the first box set. I got this when I was a kid, like in 7th grade for Christmas, so one day I will own all of it. Don't fall. Also, I got this when I believe this came out when I was in high school. Actually, I believe I was a freshman in high school when I got this. It's the first Bleach movie. Unfortunately, it did come with like a clear slipcase, but unfortunately, during my... Now, this would have had to have been my 8th grade year going into my freshman year. We went on a trip to where I currently live. At the time, I lived in a different state. We came up here for vacation till we moved here. And I took this movie with me because I had a portable DVD player at the time. And during the road trip, you know, I wanted to watch some movies. So I took this. Unfortunately, not really thinking, I had put the movie in the window, like in the back window of the car. And it was really hot. It was summertime. And it got all melted and warped. So I had to get rid of the clear slipcase. So I may have to get another copy of this at some point, but the rest of it's fine. I have the rest of it. I have the pamphlets and all the other stuff, but anyway, I like this movie. This movie has the first Bleach movie is one of my favorites. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's one of my favorites just because it has such a different tone and message compared to the other Bleach movies. The other Bleach movies are very much Bleach movies, but this is almost just like, almost tonally an entirely different movie, and I do enjoy this one a lot. This, I do not have the series, but I have the movie, because the series just, I mean, the series isn't like one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. I'm kind of lukewarm on it, but I was curious to watch the movie, so I got to The Blood Sea, The Last Dark, and this movie's okay. It's just kind of lackluster overall, but I mean, it's okay. It gets a lot better towards the end. It's okay. Next, we got Blood Lad, the complete series. This series is just funny. It's hilarious. I like the art animation style, and the characters are just funny and hilarious. So many references in this one. There's a blatant, everyone knows this, there's a blatant Dragon Ball Z rip-off in this, or like parody or whatever. But this series, it's hilarious. It's just a good time. I really wish they'd finish it, but Anyway, I don't even know if the manga's finished, to be honest. And I just recently saw this within the past year, I think, and I really like this movie because it almost very closely feels like a Studio Ghibli movie to me. That is Children Who Chase Lost Voices. I know this movie has a longer title because I knew the movie as Children Who Chase Lost Voices, but when I put in the DVD to watch it, it had the whole title on there, and I was like, Jesus Christ, that is a long title. But I don't think it's like on the case anywhere for me to find out what it is. I mean, it's fucking... Nope, even the alternate cover on here doesn't say anything. That's a little upsetting, but this is such a good movie. If you like Studio Ghibli movies, I think you'll like this movie. It does play out a lot like those, and it does feel like those quite a bit. But really good movie. Next we got just a recent purchase, actually, which is not supposed to be in here because that's going to be in the other shiz segment, so we're going to leave that out. Cowboy Bebop, the movie. I really enjoy the Cowboy Bebop series, but I love the movie. I love this movie. It's excellent. I love a woman that could kick my ass. I love this movie. It's so good. And I love Spike. Next up, we got another one of my favorite anime series that is just fantastic. I love it a lot. It is Death Parade. I'm so glad, it took forever, but I'm so glad Funimation finally released it in this really cool case for the limited edition or whatever this is. Excellent series. If you haven't seen Death Parade, I highly recommend you do. It is really good. It's only like 12, 13 episodes, I believe, but excellent series. Oh god, running out of space. Alright, then the last two for the first shelf is Digimon Adventure Tri Reunion. This is the first movie out of 5, I think, and I believe the second one is coming out in August, and I don't think the third one has a release date yet. But this was a good movie. I did enjoy this movie. I was never a huge Digimon guy when I was growing up. Just didn't really appeal to me. Some of the video games appealed to me, and I did enjoy them, but the series, for whatever reason, just never really, took off with me, and I never really saw a whole lot of it, but I did enjoy this movie. It was pretty good. I had a few qualms with it, but hopefully they get better as they go along. One of the problems I had with this movie was something that could easily be fixed in like the next movie or just late in one of the later movies, but I did enjoy this movie. It's pretty good. I like seeing that they're older, they're in high school, I believe, but good movie. I enjoyed it. I don't know who publishes this, though. It doesn't shout, and it's done by Toei Animation. I don't know who publishes it, because not many... I mean, you have, like, Sentai, Aniplex, Funimation, Discotech. There's not a lot of anime publishers here in America. Next up is Dimension W. I kind of went over this one in my other Shiz video, where I talked about it a little bit more in depth, but this was actually surprisingly enjoyable. I did not think I would enjoy it as much as I did, but... it's good. It is good. Doesn't do anything particularly new, I would say, but it does everything it does, it just does well. And it's just an all-around good anime to watch. I recommend you pick it up if you see it. Alright, now I gotta get this shit put back up on the shelf, and then we'll move on to the second shelf. Okay, on to the second shelf. We're just gonna get right into this shit. Fuck it. Alright, Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. I'm not a huge Dragon Ball fan or Dragon Ball Z fan, to be honest. I just remember it from my childhood and I enjoy it. But, being older and watching it, more recently, watching Dragon Ball Super, there's a lot of problems with the series. There's a lot of it, but it is enjoyable. There's a reason why the series has, the hype that it has. And Resurrection F is a good movie. Not as good as Battle of Gods, I don't think, but, still good. This stuff is a little dusty, so it's making my nose itch and stuff like that. I need to dust this shit off. Eden of the... Is it Eden of the East? Eden of the East. I don't know why I always have a problem with this movie's name. Or with this anime's name. I love this anime. Really good storytelling. Really good mystery. And, I like how the two movies kind of top it off. And it's just a really enjoyable series. If you're into something, kind of weird mystery... And it's kind of like kind of like a magic trick in a way. Like, I would highly recommend this series. Next we got, I showed this one off recently in the Other Shiz video, the Evangelion 1.11. God damn it, these sub-names. You Are Not Alone. Just recently watched this, and I think I'm going to be giving my opinions on it on the next, I feel like I've sneezed. I think I'm going to be giving my opinions on this in the next Other Shiz video, so that's all I'm going to say about this for now. Next up, we have, these aren't technically anime, but I put them here just because they kind of are. Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within. I wanted to say Spirited Away. I'm an idiot. But Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within, I enjoy this movie. I do. I enjoy this movie. It's not really a guilty pleasure. I have some good memories with this movie. I actually saw it in school in a 3D animation class, so I enjoy this movie. And I recently rewatched it, and I still enjoy it. I like this movie. Then I got the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children Complete, which I believe they re-released this. They also re-released this, but I already had this. But they re-released this movie around the time the Final Fantasy 15 movie came out, Kingsglaive, and this is the Steelbook edition. I guess I kind of lied when I said this is Akira was the only Steelbook anime I had. I don't know, I go back and forth whether I count this one or not, but I really enjoyed this movie. Don't hate me, but I really enjoy this movie too. If you watch it outside of the game and whatever, I like it. And then I enjoy the Kingsglaive movie quite a bit. And what's really cool about this edition is, and you can watch it free on YouTube, they do have it, but they have the Brotherhood Final Fantasy 15 anime physically on disc. They originally released it on YouTube for like free to watch, but having it physical on the disc here is really cool, so I like that a lot. And I do enjoy this movie. It has a good cast. I think Sean Bean, Aaron Paul. I mean, they got some good people in here. Some of the voice acting is a little odd for some characters, but not from the people you would expect to be good. Next up, we got Fooly Cooly, one of the first anime I ever watched, without even really knowing it was an anime. I saw back on Adult Swim back in the day. They used to play this all the fucking time, even though there's only like 6 episodes. But I love this series. It is so good. And oh my god, yes. Season 2 and Season 3, they have been announced. Season 2 and Season 3 going to be premiering on Adult Swim, I believe, in 2018, I think. I'm super fucking pumped for that. Next up is Gangsta. This was a really interesting series. It kind of sucks that the studio behind this one got shut down. I believe they also did Samurai Champloo, and I believe they did The World God Only Knows, I think. But it kind of sucks they shut down. Hopefully, I know the manga just started again after like a 2-year hiatus. So hopefully they'll get back to this, and hopefully they'll be able to... Some other company will be able to pick up the anime, because the anime kind of left off in a spot, but hopefully they will get back to it, because it's actually really freaking interesting. And my goddamn, my nose itches. I'm about to lose my shit. We got the Ghost in the Shell, the 2.0. The reason I got this edition, I believe by the time I went to order this, there was already the 20th or 25th anniversary of this. But I got this version just because I knew this version had the original movie, the original anime movie, and then the one they redid with like CGI or whatever, like some years later. I don't know what it's called exactly. I don't know if it has a separate name or whatever, but yeah, this is a good movie. This, to a lot of people, this is their favorite Ghost in the Shell movie, but mine is actually the second one, Innocence. This is my favorite Ghost in the Shell movie. I enjoy this one a lot. It's so different, it's tonally different, and just really weird. And this one is actually imported from Japan, because I got this way before Funimation just recently re-released this movie in America. So I had to import this from Japan. Luckily I had English subtitles, so that's all good. God damn, my nose itches. Next we got Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. This is a movie that goes with the anime series, I believe. This is a good movie too. This is a really good movie. I don't like it as much as the first movie, and obviously I don't like it as much as the second movie, but this is still a good movie. It has the animation style and all the voice actors from the anime series, so it is a good watch and does have an interesting little story to it. Next I got the Ghost in the Shell Arise series. I got the first and second, and the third and fourth, and I actually do enjoy these. I do find these really cool. I do like the change of you know, characters and stuff like that, looking at a different time period. And I think Ghost in the Shell Arise 3 Ghost Tears is my favorite, but I do like these. They are interesting. And then of course I have the new Ghost in the Shell movie. I did enjoy this movie. It's good. It's probably my either my least favorite or second to least favorite of the Ghost in the Shell movies. We're not talking about the live action one. I have seen it, and I think it's all right. But I do enjoy this movie. It's good. It's a good. Next we got Gyo Tokyo Fish Attack, which is... Oh, this movie's fucking weird. Watch this movie. It does have a few issues. There are some pacing issues because this movie is only like... It's only 70 minutes long, so it's fucking weird, but it's awesome. Like, Japan is fucked up in the best possible way. I love it. Freaking weirdos, man. Next, we got Howl the movie. If I have a weakness in my heart, it's for romance anime. I love romance anime. I can't stand romance movies, like live-action movies, but you give me a romance anime, and oh boy, god damn. And this show was pretty good. I feel like the if you read into this movie, if you read the description of this movie, don't believe it because it's kind of a lie. It's like half a lie, but watch this. It's good. I believe it's by the studio that did Attack on Titan. Yes, from the studio that brought you Attack on Titan. So this is a good little movie, and it's like, it's not that long. It's like, I don't know, I think it's 60 minutes. It's an hour, so it's not that long. Next, we have Harmony. Not a movie for everybody. It's a very wordy movie. There is some pretty adult themes in this movie, and some pretty shocking imagery here and there, but it is a very wordy movie, so if you don't like wordy movies, this probably isn't for you. I apologize, I keep clawing at my nose. It's just itchy. Allergies and shit. This I need to save for another video. Humanity Has Declined. Fucking hilarious. Watch it. It has a beautiful art style. The characters are hilarious. The world is amazing. And fucking watch it. There's a piece of bread that commits suicide. Just watch it. I got this when I was a kid, like in middle school, which kind of shows because there's some of the stickers are fucked up on it. But the fourth Inuyasha movie, what is it even called? Fire on the Mystic Island. This is, I enjoy this movie. It's not my favorite Inuyasha movie. I don't own any other ones, but I do like Inuyasha. I like all of Inuyasha for the most part. And this movie's pretty good. I like it. And I got that when I was a kid. I think like 7th grade or something like that. Pretty recently, I bought this because it's at my Walmart. Wanted to support it. It's K, Missing Kings. I haven't watched it yet because I watched the original. I watched like half of the original series and then just stopped for whatever reason. Not because I was bored or anything. I just think I stopped and forgot to go back to it or whatever. But I will purchase the series. I will watch it, and then I will watch this movie that I believe ends the series. So I will get to that. Who published this anyway? Oh, Viz Media, that's who did it. Okay. Then we got, fuck. I don't even know really how to pronounce this, but Love, Chunibuyo, and Other Delusions. This is the first season box set. This series is hilarious. Fucking watch it. And it's heartwarming, too. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. Watch this series. Watch it. Do it. Don't fall. And then we have the second season, Heartthrob, which is... For some reason, Sentai Filmworks only released it on Blu-ray, and then sometime later they did a box set like the first season with the DVD and Blu-ray, but I had already bought this. I may get the box set for the second season at some point, just because I love this series a lot. It is so good. And I think season 1 and season 2 are about on par for me. I don't think one is particularly worse than the other. And I've been on a mission to also collect as much of the series as I can that is here in America. I still have a few of the movies and specials to get, but for now that's released in America, I'm caught up with, as far as the series goes, the anime series. I have the Lupin the Third, the first series. This is good stuff. Pretty dated by today's standards. I believe this originally aired like in the late 70s or something, I think. But I love Lupin the Third, man. So good. So good. Then I got the first movie, The Mystery of Mamo. This is a good movie. This is a good movie. I think it kind of short changes Lupin a little bit, kind of takes away his, the genius that is Lupin until the ending of the movie. But it is a good movie. I do enjoy it. Then we got Lupin the Third, Series 2, Part 1. The first, or Collection 1. The first 40 episodes that Discotek Media is releasing. I believe they're going to be releasing the second part relatively soon, I believe. And I believe they're doing the Lupin the Third, like, Series 4, I think. The Italian one, I think is what they're doing. I think they're going to be releasing that as well. I think that just recently started premiering on Adult Swim. This shit is good, man. Series 2 is awesome. And then I got Lupin the Third, The Woman Called Fujiko Mine, which was relatively recent, I believe, like 2012, 2013. The newer Lupin the Third stuff is fucking amazing, starting from this, then the fourth series, and then some of the movies they've had have such a unique, really cool art and animation style. Fucking beautiful, and I like this series a lot. And then I got the movie Jigen's Gravestone, which, this shit is good. I saw this, I almost bit my tongue. I saw this on Netflix. They had it on there for a while. I don't think they have it anymore, but this shit is good. And it's only like an hour long, I think. Yeah, it's 50 minutes, so and it's good. I saw this in my Walmart, oddly enough. God, my fucking nose, man. I'm gonna chop that shit off Michael Jackson style. Miss Hokusai. This is an interesting movie. It's a very, very... the way it looks at art is very interesting, and I enjoyed this movie and the world that it was set in. I would recommend watching this. It's a very interesting, it's a beautiful story. Then, of course, we got My Hero Academia, Season 1. I don't really need to say much about the series. It is great, and Season 2 is damn. Then we got one of my favorite anime, and it's amazing. It's My Little Monster. This is the, I don't know if it's like a limited edition, it's the premium edition. Comes with Blu-ray, DVD, and like a book. The official study guide, property of Shizuku Mizutani. I love this series. It is so good. A comedy romance. Fantastic. Give this a watch. You will not regret it. I got this when I was a kid. When I was a kid, the Naruto, the first movie, Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow. I do enjoy this movie. I think the original Naruto series movies got better as they went on. I haven't seen all the Naruto Shippuden movies, but I got this when I was a kid, and I just never got the other ones later on. I'm not a huge Naruto fan. But like I have the first movie in the original Naruto series, I have the last movie in the Naruto Shippuden series. I don't have Boruto yet. I don't know if I'm going to get Boruto, but this is a good movie. My fucking nose. And then the last for the second shelf is up there is one of my all-time favorite anime, Nichijou-san. Nichijou, fantastic anime, fucking hilarious. Can't believe it took this long to get to America, but goddamn Funimation, you be doing God's work over there, because this anime is freaking hilarious. If you've never seen this anime, do yourself a favor, go watch this. Alright, that is going to end the second shelf. Let's get to the third. Okay, onto the third shelf, and what little I have of the fourth shelf. So let's go ahead and, again, scratching my nose. It's itchy. We got No Game, No Life. What do I gotta say about this? It's amazing. It's hilarious. I love it a lot. And the movie, I hope, will be amazing, and I hope we will get it in America here soon. I think Sentai Filmworks already has it licensed for here, so can't wait. I'm just going to put these back on the shelf because the shelf is right there. Next is Okami-san and her 7 companions, I think. Yes. Really good series. Just very like cute, really good characters, relatable characters, and just it's funny. It's good. I highly recommend you watch it. It's one of those, like, you start watching it, and then you just kind of lose track of time and forget that you're even watching it, because it's really good. Next up, we got that One Punch Man. Who doesn't love that One Punch? It is, ooh, man. This series is good. It's hilarious. If you haven't watched it, I don't know what's wrong with you. What's wrong with you? Next up, we got Paprika, one of the most amazing anime movies. I love this movie a lot. It's really good. It's like Inception on crack. But I guess Inception is like this movie, because this movie came out first. But it's fucking good. Here comes another series that I really like. I do have all of it, even the video game. We got Psycho Pass Season 1, Part 1, Psycho Pass Season 1, Part 2, Psycho Pass 2, and then Psycho Pass the movie. I love Psycho Pass. The shit is really cool. It's very interesting. It's very political, you know, like cyberpunk style anime. And really, it's a series that makes you think. It's like the stuff that it talks about. Like, you know what the system in this movie is wrong, but the way certain people talk about it, they kind of make you question about whether it's really wrong or not, even though you know it's wrong. Like, this series is good. And it fell. Alright, next up we got Sankareya, Undying Love. Just another really cool little 12 or 13 episode anime series. There's some pretty fucked up shit in here, especially with the father, but it's good. Give it a watch. You'll enjoy it. And that cat, man, he's adorable. Oh, my God. The itching is getting worse. Gonna have to go really just wash my face off. We got Sarah for the End, Season 1, Part 1, and Season 1, Part 2. Now, I know I have Season 1, Part 1 in DVD because my Walmart had it. My Walmart never got Season 2, Part 2, so I had to order it online, and I just ended up getting the Blu-ray version without even really thinking about it. So I do have this separated, but this was a fun series. The ending gets a little much, but it's good. This is one I need to finish off because it's so fucking hilarious. And a lot of you probably saw it on Adult Swim back in the day. That is Shin-Chan. This is the first season. I believe there's only really 3 in America. I believe there's a lot more in Japan. But this shit is hilarious. And they had to do some editing for this show in America to kind of replace some of the references with ones that, you know, American people would understand more. So there are like references of Angelina Jolie in here, and of course they wouldn't really have that in Japan. So this shit is hilarious. If you haven't seen this, just watch like one episode and you'll be hooked. You'll want to watch more. This is my favorite movie of all time, in general, and my favorite animated movie. This is my original copy that I got when I was in 7th grade, that I got for Christmas one year. And every time I watch this movie, this is the copy I watch. And I watch this movie about once or twice a year. That is Spirited Away. This is my favorite movie of all time. I saw it when Cartoon Network first aired it. I was in 7th grade at the time, and I fell in love with it. They showed it, they premiered it one day, and then they showed it again the next day. And I watched it those 2 times, and then I ended up getting it for Christmas that year. Best Christmas gift I've ever gotten. Best movie ever made. Next, we got Sunday Without God, another like random, like 12 episode series. This shit is good and it's beautiful. I believe Madhouse did this, and it is just. I'm trying to see on here. I'm pretty sure Madhouse did this. Yes, they did. This is good. This is really cool. Set in a really interesting world, like pretty much where God abandoned the world. So I mean, it's interesting. Next, we got a fucking weird movie, The Empire of Corpses. Just a weird, random Funimation release. I saw it by Walmart, and I watched it, and it's fucking weird, man. I mean, it's not like in a bad way. I mean, I enjoyed my time with this movie, but throughout the whole movie, I was just like, what the fuck? Okay, next we got, Jesus Christ. Fuck it. The Garden of Sinners. This is the Blu-ray disc box for Garden of Sinners. This shit was expensive. And the DVD one was much cheaper, but of course they're sold out of that. This is an Aniplex release, so this is the Blu-ray. Fucking expensive, like stupid expensive, but I really wanted to watch it, and goddamn am I glad I did. Like, this shit is so good. I love all of these. These are like, it's like 7 movies, I think. I believe there's an 8th extra thing in here. Some of them are like feature-length films, some of them are like 40 to 60 minutes, but this shit is good. This shit is good, but it's fucking expensive. You may have to go through other means to watch it, unless you want to pay Aniplex a shit ton of money like I did. But goddamn, I had to support it. And to go along with that, I had to get the Garden of Sinners Recalled Out Summer. Excellent. I mean, what can I say? Like, I love the Garden of Sinners. It's good shit. Very interesting too. Next we got, this is also another one of my favorite kind of like anime movies. The Garden of Words. This anime is fucking beautiful. It absolutely looks beautiful, and just it's told so beautifully, and oh my god, if only real life could be like an anime. Fucking real life is overrated. Don't fall. Next up, we got The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. I believe Madhouse also did this. This is an excellent movie. I like this movie. I've heard a lot of people say they can't really get into it, but this... Fuck you. This movie is really good. I enjoy this a lot, and it definitely, like, if you get a little bored with it, I can understand how some people might get a little bored with it, but if you do, try to hold out till about the last... How long is this movie? The last, like, 45 minutes to an hour of this movie is, it's, well, not the last hour, what am I thinking? It's like 30 to 45 minutes of the movie. Like, the movie takes an interesting turn at the end, and is very cool. Okay, next up we got the collector's edition of Tokyo Ghoul. I was actually one of the very few people to get this, like, on its initial run, because there were some problems with this and they had to delay it, and it got delayed for a while. But I was actually one of the people that actually got it on its initial first release date, and I actually got one of the few perfect prints of it. It's actually in all working condition and everything was in here, so I actually did an unboxing video of that when I got it. I got it really early. Ooh. Sneeze. And I actually got it really, like, early. I got it before its even, like, street release date, so, which is weird, because I ordered it through Amazon, but, almost done. Then I can go take care of my allergies. Then we got Tokyo Ghoul Route A Season 2. I know people are going to crucify me for this, too. I like Season 2. If you know what Season 2 is, you should like it, but the people who don't know what Season 2 is obviously don't like it for, well, obvious reasons, but I love me some Tokyo Ghoul, son. Next we got... Did I show this? I believe I did. Tokyo Magnitude 8.0. I've yet to watch this. I just recently picked this up, and it's one I've always had my eye on. I just haven't gotten the chance to watch it yet. I just finished watching the Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night. I was watching those at work. So those were kind of what I was concentrating on. So I'm going to get to this very soon. Next, we got another one of my favorites, Trigun. I watched this before I even knew what anime was. Saw it on Adult Swim. Fell in love with it. One of my all-time favorite anime. It is amazing. And of course, to go along with that, I have to have the movie. Fantastic movie. I love it. Then we got Vampire Knight. When I first started getting heavily into anime, I started watching Vampire Knight the first season when it was originally airing. And I like it. I have a soft spot in my heart for this anime. I think it's good. And I like the second season too. Then we got Yazakura Quartet. I bought this on a whim. I saw a GIF of it. I looked it up and found out the name. I ordered it right then and there. It's not in Blu-ray, but this shit was good. This shit was good. Another one of those anime that just flows very well. Like, you watch all of it without even realizing it. Then we got the Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of Dimensions movie. Just recently watched this, but I'm going to save my thoughts for this in a other shiz video. Then we got the first season of Yu Yu Hakusho. Just recently rewatched this because I'd never seen Yu Yu Hakusho in its completion. I'd only seen parts of it, like back on Toonami back in the day. This shit is good. It's good. I need to get season 2 here soon. And then we got some Studio Ghibli movies to end this off. We got Princess Mononoke, which is fantastic. It's a great movie. Spirited Away is still the best, but Princess Mononoke is probably a close second. Howl's Moving Castle's up there too. And these are the only other Studio Ghibli movies that I have, just because I believe I saw these at my Walmart, actually. I believe all these were at my Walmart, so I picked these up. Eventually, I will own all of these movies because they're just flat out amazing. We have The Wind Rises. Excellent film. Just recently rewatched that one. Tales from Earthsea. I actually like this movie quite a bit. I think this movie is, to a lot of people that I know, this is their least favorite Studio Ghibli movie, but I feel like this movie's underrated. And William Dafoe, son! Then we got Kiki's Delivery Service, a classic. And then we got When Marnie Was There. This is a beautiful movie, man. Like, it's beautiful. Alright, and that is it for my anime collection. I did omit a few anime, or I think only 2, actually. So I did omit 2 anime from this video because I'm going to have those in a other shiz video where I talk about my pickups for this month. So, yeah. Anime. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you guys could do me a real quick favor, look in the description box down below. Follow me on those social media stuff, the Twitter, the Facebooks, the Instagrams. On there, I post like the anime that I get. I post, you know, a ton of shit. Follow me on there. If you guys want sneak peeks on stuff, go and follow me on those. But thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. I am out.